we're having a mooch. We're in the toy shop, Millwright. His was his Millwright.
I'm not taking that yet because he wants me to phone him. Oh.
NA, what's NA? NA is 3/4 and then 1.5 Whit. We know that Whitworth. It looks like it was a red. And this is that's a Millwright. And we've seen these before, haven't we? There's no name coming on them at the moment. But it's a much bigger scale. We've got one. I've got one of them, haven't I? And one of these slightly different. The same but slightly different. And then this one slightly smaller.
Hello, is that Will? Will, it's Tony with the tap and die set.
Well.
Hello, mate.
And this one. What have we got in this one?
Yeah,
John,
you've come up into Norton Keynes.
John Hall Limited.
If you put
right, hold on. Oh, excuse me. Look at this, King Dick. You can tell by the how they're made, and it's got the broad arrow. And this one is a 1966. Again, a broad arrow and a 1966 King Dick, lovely. And this one, broad arrow, 67. That's a lovely set of spanners. First of all, it's the King Dick and that design, and then because it's got the broad arrow and the dates on them. Lovely. And look at this. The box is returned. Do you remember? It's been to the box doctor, Tone. It's been to the box doctor.
The box doctor.
It's been to the box doctor, and she's come back. I mean, a box is a box is a box, but they don't make boxes like this these days, and it's because it's got the original sticker. So that box was well worth saving. Now, I must remember, tell me off, Tone, don't drop it again.
Don't drop it again.
Yeah, that's right, I dropped it.
It's super glued now, it never
You forgot, don't drop it again, you idiot. Right, so it's been to the box doctor.
And it's all working.
And it's working just fine. Woohoo! So look at this beauty. You know, we have glasses and we put them down and we sit on them. Well, I sit on them, I put them down, I lose them. These are my glasses. On my shelf and there's my book there. Yeah, that's my little area, Tone, isn't it?
Yeah.
Of Tone's will. And on there, see this, you hang it around your neck, so you've got it always. We thought an eye monocle or a jewelers or watchmakers that you keep all the time, so you can, you know, it hangs around your neck, so not as easy to damage or lose as a pair of glasses. Lovely. Well, lovely that is, Tone. No scratches, no marks. It's lovely. So as promised, this is a video for Scoutcrafter. It's going to be a bit clunky because this story is going to be how I came from, I'm guessing I was 10, something like that. From something like that in the very beginning, all the way to the wing, which by the way is in a sad case at the moment. But anyway, and I can only do it by looking through pictures in the album and putting the odd comment. So let's see how successful we are at making a history of bikes so far. Well, whilst I'm passing, this is a 750 F2. When we were earth moving, before we settled down, I had an Isuzu, used to pull the caravan. Debbie had a little Peugeot 205, something like that. With the generator in the back. There was a big generator taking up the back of it. That was the generating car. and then the bike would go on the trailer and we'd go all over the country, earth moving, 6 weeks at a time. Yeah, so we moved lock, stock and barrel. Without this picture, we've always had Goldens. This was Harry. Wherever we were, Harry was. And here we are. Here's Debbie. Debbie in a blade. Yeah, there's Debbie. Here's Debbie. Here's Debbie many moons ago. And here he is. Look, wherever there was grub, Harry was about. Duke was about. So there we are in 2001 in the FJR 1300 on our way to France. On our way to France on holiday. So here I am with Emily with a haircut and a CX. You can just see the edge of M's CX 500. I don't know what year that was. I'll try and find out what year that was. And here I am with my mother, and I must have had a brand new helmet, a Phil Reed replica helmet. It's an RD250. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I must have been doing. But this is Goldie. Obviously, I thought it was a good idea to put extra. I've always liked extra lights up the front of the bike. It was a bit extreme. I'm in a suit. The only reason I'm in a suit, I must have been going to court. I don't know. A long time ago. A slightly clearer one. Look at that. My sister's Austin 1100. How long ago was that? I think that was at Regs. Look, it hasn't got the alloy wheels. It's got the spoked wheels and the drum at the back. So it was one of the first RD 250s. At that time, you didn't need to pass your test. You could put an L plate on a 250cc motorcycle. So here I am. That's a CB 500 twin, unregistered, everything. We used to take that up the field and mess with it. And here we are. Look, there's a 175. Who recognises that as a CD 175? The twin cylinder one. Made a distinct noise. Again. It's a field bike messing about in the front of the house that we lived in Roscadvan. Yeah, Roscadvan, 1981. Look, used to use these to go up the field, up the mountain, and mess about. I love digging old photos and going through them. I really do. So here we are. That's a Nossa. That's a Nossa 250 up the mountain, messing about. And look at this sacrilege. That's a fizzy, isn't it? That's a fizzy. FS1E. That red thing is an FS1E. Thrown in the backyard. Look at that N-Reg. I don't know what that was. I think that was this thing sort of folded down and was like a little bike that you would take on a... on a train or something. It was one of them fold down bike things I'd picked up somewhere, obviously scrapped, but I'm sure some of you are going crazy to see that fizzy in that state. And what's that? An Escort Mark 1 fuel tank, that is, isn't it? Still in the mountain, messing about on the Ossa. So let's wind the clock back. Let's wind the clock back and let's go back to Reginald James Fur, 1976. That's for a A50. I think they call that a Suzuki AP50. Estimated value 115 quid. Yeah, that estimated value's gone up a bit, hasn't it? We're still in 1976. And we've now got a Honda. What is it? What is it? It doesn't say what it is. But it's a Honda, a 1981 Honda. In what year is this? What year is this? from 1980. We're at 1980 to 1981 here. 1976 bike. I've got a sneaky feeling that was the CD175, but I'm not sure. But anyway, we're up to 1980. What now? 1980, 1981. Oh, we've gained 50cc by 82. We've got a Suzuki 100. I hardly remember it. But anyway, we're in 1982 and I've got a Suzuki 100. I've got to show you this one. 1984. I've got a Bam Vatus. A Batavus. That was a Bam Vati Go-Go. I'm sure that was a little Bam Vati Go-Go. What cc was it? That's a year. It doesn't say cc, does it? It's cheap to insure anyway. 15 quid. 1975 Batavus. I think that was a Bam Vati Go-Go that you bought out the club weekly on the knock, on the Never Never. I'm sure of it. I just thought this might be funny. A Ford Escort, right? Yeah, a 1970 Ford Escort. Estimated value 150 quid. Wouldn't you like, in July 82, the obviously it would have been a clapped out one, but Ford Escort, a 1970 Ford Escort was estimated value at 150 quid. Oh my God, what would you pay for a Ford Escort now? Frightening, isn't it? Frightening. Whilst we're on about motorcycles, in what year was this? Oh, that's a good question. 82, with my good friend Regs. Here I am, look. I'm so criminal. The furthest north, round the 4 furthest points, north, west, south, east of Great Britain, in aid of multiple sclerosis. So we've had a few adventures. We set off at 10:30 at 22671 and we arrived back at 3 a.m. a few days later. What date was it? Yeah, there. And we set off on the 19th of the 10th and we came back on the 22nd of the 10th at 3 a.m. in the morning with 24910 on the clock. Where them days there was nothing open. You had to go to a police station to get a stamp, and we had to run in, grab a stamp wherever we could, and the police station, get a stamp on it, and off we went. Yeah, stamp that piece of paper, will you please? We must do that again. We maybe at a slower pace, but we must try and do that again. It's on my bucket list. So, look, I haven't always been a good boy. These are my records, what we could find from joining up. This bit of paper signed in Brecon. And I declared that in 1975, failing to show change of ownership on the logbook, whatever that was that a £9 fine? Mounting the pavement with a motorcycle, mounting the pavement. 1 endorsement point. 1 endorsement. Who remembers you could get them one at a time? 1976, I was carrying a passenger whilst disqualified. Oh, bad boy. I was fined a whole fiver and given another endorsement point. Failing to display a L plate on the rear of a moped. Another moped, 76 again, look. What have we had? or conditional discharge, 12 months, and 1 endorsement point. There is, yeah. Find a fiver there, look, and find 9 quid. So maybe it was a good thing that I ended up signing up. Turned me into a good boy, possibly. Yeah. Ministry of Defence, look, paperwork. So maybe that was a good thing that I signed up. Here we are. I've still got that jacket. I wore it yesterday. There's Debbie on the bike, yeah. And here I do wash them. I do look after them. I try to. So here we are in Paris. It just shows you how old the jackets are that we're wearing. Isn't that's Rooster? Debbie, look, I've just found Rooster in Paris. Didn't Em say it was 21 years ago? It's 21 years ago we were in Paris. I can find pictures of us in Paris, but I can't find... You know, the other day we were at the light parade, we was talking to Emily, weren't we? Emily and Tracy. We're on an open top bus there, going around Paris. Here we are, look. So we've got the bike gear, but I can't find a picture of the bike. Here we are. This is the XJR13. And do you recognise those gates? Do you recognise those gates? This is how next door used to be. It's all a whole bunch of houses now. Lorna, this is your back garden, Lorna, and the gates that are in the back of the house here. We'll have a look. We'll go and find that plate because that must be there somewhere. Those green gates are the gates now at the back of the yard. Yeah, so this is the XJR13, and here I am, look, building. You recognise that, don't you, where the greenhouse was? This is when it was a empty space. You remember, this is the gate, the door, the homemade door now is the blue. This is me making the homemade door. Long time ago. Wow, yeah, that was a long time ago. This is me bringing the truck home. 2003, I think that is. You can just see the edge of the garage. You see this edge here? That's just the edge of the garage. We're going to have a look at that in a minute. But this is, when we first moved in the house, this is what it looked like. Obviously, it's all been knocked down now and all the new houses are there. So here we are, making the base. This is what it looked like out the back of the house when we moved in. And here we are. I think it's the same door, isn't it? Yeah, it's the same up and over door. There's Victor. Here we are, working on the garage. We've been here a long time. 25 years. Yeah, let me see if we can get something out. I know I've gone off on a tangent, but you know I've just been painting the edge. Yeah, that's when we were building the garage and putting the edge in there. Look. And that's what it was like. The garden was full of stuff with, I don't know what we are. There's the base done. There's Debbie doing some tamping. I'm fetching something in. And my nuts and bolts. These are in what was the dining room. You know, we've just put the doors in there. The whole of my nuts and bolts moved with me. When we moved house, my nuts and bolts moved with me. Look at that. That's when, this is the set of lights at the end of the road, Rushall. That's when it was a novelty, and I used to ring Debbie up and say, I'm coming through Rushall, I'm coming through Rushall, quick, hurry up, run to the end of the road and take a picture of me going past. Here I am. I'm in the room, counting nuts and bolts a long time ago. I don't know if you can see that clearly. Hold on, I've messed that up. That's the, hold on. Right, There we are. See, that's the way to service a car. I'll turn it on its side. Anyway, can you see that in the light? That's my first Class 1 job. Yeah, working for John Roberts Transport in Whitchurch. How old is it? That's a good old age, that truck. What the hell is that one? That's my very first Class 1 truck. I don't remember, we smashed one up. I don't know if that's the first one or the second one. I think one was a W Reg and one was an 02 or something. But yeah, we're back on the bike trail now, aren't we? So here comes a Reggie rant. Here I am, working from Wales, out all week on the containers. I guess that's Felixstowe. But look how old that Renault is. 35 years ago, and my rant is, look at you go to drive somebody's truck and they fill you all the forms and they treat you like you've just come off the banana boat. I've got a clean license. That's all they need to know. Have I got a classified and how long? Yes, I'm an old wrinkly old git. So and yet they treat you like you've just come off the banana boat. It just drives you mad, doesn't it? I did do quite a few years on the muck shifting. Yeah. So before I settled in the Midlands here, my life was 6 weeks away at a time. With the Easy, yeah, roaming the country, going wherever the machine went. Me and me caravan went as well. You know where we've put the bifold windows in? That's what the bifold windows used to look like before. Well, we put patio doors in, didn't we? And my tools and my stuff was all over the house when we moved in. The front of the house, look, right next door to the transport yard. This view here, here's the telephone wire and there's the lamppost. So there's the telephone wire and there's the lamppost. So that view there, out of my window, used to look like that. But it's grown a little bit. So do you recognise it? Come on, let's go to the window. When we moved in here, there's the fence and the garden and the path, and of course we've built the garage there and we gained the ground on the back. And there's the transport yard that used to be here. Well, you can see now, there's the fence, the same fence and the path next to it. But obviously they knocked the place down and they put houses in there. I've sort of got mixed view on it. I didn't mind the factory being there, but it's definitely added money to the house. And that green lean-to thing we knocked down, built a garage, and then we gained the ground in the back a few years later. Don't throw petrol on the fire unless you're willing to run away. Here I am washing it. This is in Bilston. We rented a house whilst we sold the one in Wales, and we bought this one. We rented a place, but I can't see what's holding that bike up there. Can you? Can you see what is holding? How the hell am I holding that bike up there? Obviously I'm cleaning underneath it. Obviously I've always liked having the bike up high to clean it, but can you see how that bike is stopping there? I can't see it. How the hell did I get that bike to stay there? And we must have picked up a little three-wheeler on the way. Yeah, this is an XJR 1300. It's a W Reg. This is the one we smashed up. Yeah, that was my fault in that case. This is the one. This is the one we replaced it in an 02 FJR. We replaced it with a new blue one. Yeah, a new one. So yeah, you can't be riding around in a bike without occasionally, now and again, falling off and being stupid. Being stupid mainly. This bike was a very funny bike. It really gripped me. When I first saw them, I knew I had to have one. Yeah, I loved my XTR13. Yeah, so even when I smashed one up, I had another one. So yeah, that was one of the few things that I'd seen, and I had to have one. With no two ways about it, I had to have one. That's how much I liked it. I think I was making love to it. Just a quick funny story. That's how we deal with people that come here and smoke drugs. They used to come up the back here and smoke the drugs, and Neil one day just rested that on the window, just rested a 12 bore, double barrel 12 bore on the window, and said, what you do is your business, but you're not going to do it here again, are you? They never came back. And I was watching guard. I was on the top of the roof watching guard. I had to have had a few trials bikes thrown in on the journey. Yeah, we've had a few trials bikes thrown in on the journey. Just a little divert. Look at this, a Mark II Capri JPS Special. Okay, it would never have survived. It was a rock box, but an original JPS Special Capri. Oh, that was a long time ago. How young is Debbie there? I know we're on the motorcycle trial, supposed to be, trying to find pictures of old motorcycles, but I gotta say to Scoutcrafter, thank you for making me look through all the photo albums, looking for pictures. I really enjoy looking through the old photo albums. I really do. It's something I really like. Debbie, it drives Debbie mad, but one of my favorite things is dragging out all the old pictures and having a look. Yeah. Do you like dragging out all your old pictures and having a look through the past? It's all online now. I've got to do go on Facebook on the computer. All the other pictures now are all on the computer and whatever. So yeah, I always enjoy looking through the old pictures. So there's the Valkyrie. Yeah, we swapped the Valkyrie for the Rocket, and then the Rocket became the Goldwing, didn't it? I shouldn't really let go of the Valkyrie, but obviously you need it as part X for the next one, don't you? So yeah, after the Rocket came, didn't it? So here we are, fully loaded, on holiday with the Valkyrie. That's when Debbie fitted in her leathers. That Debbie's been a biker chick for years and years and years and years. Of course, the Rocket arrived, and then that's all. So if you put Reggie on the Road Rocket or Reggie on the Road Goldwing, you'll see all my exploits. Then that's when we started on the old YouTube thing. Hope you found this film interesting. From when I started on bikes to when we first saw the Millau Bridge in France on the Rocket, all the way to the Goldwing. That's the story of basically me and Debbie and bikes. Debbie's been a biker chick for years and years and years.